Most firefighters don't make logical arguments, they make emotional ones, and I'll show you how. See, I made the argument many times on this page that you lost the right to be out of shape the day that you signed on to do the job, that you have a duty and an obligation to maintain your physical and your mental fitness throughout the course of your career because you have children and a family at home who are counting on you to walk back in through the front door. You have a crew that is counting on you to do the job well and not drop of a heart attack in the process. You have a duty and an obligation to not look like your patients. Now, when I say things like this, firefighters have a tendency to get offended and to take it personally. And if you do, then you are falling into the category of responding emotionally, because the responses that I typically see are kind of like Tanner here, where it's a bunch of logical fallacies. The most common rebuttals that I hear to this argument in particular have nothing to do with the argument itself. Instead, what people do is they internalize, they feel attacked, and they want to do something with that emotion. And so they latch onto the things that they can see, most of the time being something about my physical appearance, my tattoos, my hair, or something of the like, which in truth, you can have those beliefs and you can have those opinions, whether they're positive or negative, but no matter what, they have nothing to do with addressing the argument of firefighters being in shape. Another argument you will see surface here, even though it's also not logical when a firefighter feels like they are being attacked personally, is something called a red herring, where you're distracting from the main point by throwing in something else. Let me give you an example. For example, they will say things like, I would rather have time and experience than have somebody that's in shape and doesn't know how to do the job, which is a separate point, which we're not talking about, hey, would you rather have experience and hey, would you rather be in shape? And let's be honest, those two things aren't mutually exclusive in the first place. But no matter what, it doesn't have to do with the argument. The truth is, if you're finding yourself offended by these claims or feeling attacked by this video itself, then it probably has more to do with making you feel uncomfortable over the current acceptance of the status quo that's being called out, rather than the validity of the argument itself. So no matter how you think or what you feel about the fire service, one thing will always be true, and that is that being in shape is part of the uniform, and the only person that can do anything about that is you.